They didn't need the spotlight to become symbols of power. These Indian women quietly built empires so strong that the world now bows in respect. They are proof that true power doesn't always come with fanfare. Today, we look at the richest women in India. Savitri Jindal. Savitri Jindal, India's Queen of Steel. She's not just sitting at the table with the big boys, she's running the whole show. Her story begins with loss. In 2005, her husband, O.P. Jindal, the founder of the Jindal Group, died suddenly. Most people expected her to retreat, perhaps sell off the business and take time to grieve quietly. But Savitri? She had other plans. Instead of stepping back, she stepped up into the heart of an industry dominated by men, steel, power, infrastructure. And she didn't just keep things going, she took the company to another level. Today, the Jindal Group is a giant. It's behind the steel that builds India's cities, the power that lights them up, and the infrastructure that connects them. The company's value is enough to leave even seasoned investors speechless, and Savitri? With a net worth of $37.6 billion, she's the richest woman in India. She's the only woman on the list of the country's top 10 wealthiest people. But her story doesn't stop in the boardroom. In a move that caught everyone by surprise, she entered politics and won. In 2005, the same year she took over the Jindal Group, Savitri was elected to the Haryana state legislature. By 2013, she was serving as a cabinet minister. That's like running a multi-billion-dollar company while helping shape government policy without missing a beat. Now 75, Savitri isn't slowing down. She continues to oversee a sprawling empire that touches everything from steel and energy to education, transport, and even aviation. Yes, aviation. Her company owns a private airport in Odisha that's named after her, the Savitri Jindal Airport. So what can we take away from Savitri Jindal's journey? That age is no barrier when you've got purpose. That real power lies not in what you inherit, but in what you build from it. Savitri Jindal didn't just inherit a business. She built a kingdom. Radha Vembu. While Silicon Valley often hogs the headlines, Radha Vembu has been quietly rewriting the rules of global tech without the noise, the hype, or the spotlight. Based out of Chennai, not California, Radha is the driving force behind Zoho, one of the most powerful software companies in the world. You may not recognize her name, but chances are you've used one of her products, Zoho Mail, Zoho CRM, or Zoho Workplace. These tools are helping businesses run smarter and more efficiently every day, and they're competing head-to-head with giants like Google, Microsoft. And Salesforce. Radha's journey didn't start with a splashy launch or millions in venture capital. She came in quietly, starting as a product manager at Zoho. And over the years, she steadily helped build an empire. Today, she oversees more than 45 enterprise-level software products. And Zoho? In 2021, it crossed $1 billion in revenue, and it hasn't slowed down since. As of 2025, Radha Vembu's net worth sits at a staggering $3.3 billion. But despite that, you won't see her chasing the limelight. No flashy magazine covers, no TED Talks or media tours. She prefers to lead from the background, focusing on building great products, supporting her team, and growing her company the right way. And maybe that's what makes her so powerful. Radha Vembu is living proof that you don't need to be loud to lead. You don't need Silicon Valley's approval to build a world-class tech company. She's built something massive without cutting corners, burning people out, or chasing headlines. Leena Gandhi Tewari. Let's talk about Leena Gandhi Tewari, the woman who's proving that the pharmaceutical world is anything but boring as the chairperson of USV. She's leading one of India's top drug companies and turning it into a global force, all while staying rooted in her family's legacy. USV was founded in 1961 by her father in partnership with Revlon. But don't make the mistake of thinking Leena's just coasting on her family name. Since stepping in, she's transformed USV into a powerhouse in diabetes and heart disease treatments, two of the most critical health issues today. And she's not stopping there. In 2018, she made a bold move by acquiring the German company Juda Pharma, taking USV from a strong Indian brand to a serious global contender. She's not just expanding reach, she's bringing in innovation, new expertise, and a vision that stretches far beyond India. Under Lena's leadership, USV isn't just manufacturing basic pills. They're pushing into complex spaces like biosimilars, injectables, and active pharmaceutical ingredients. But here's what makes Lena stand out. It's not just about profit. She's on a mission to make medicine affordable for millions. While other pharmaceutical giants chase high margins, she's focusing on accessibility. For Lena, healthcare is a right, not a luxury. With an estimated net worth of $3.2 billion, Lena could easily take a backseat. But she's actively involved, using her platform to drive change. She even wrote a book, Beyond Pipes and Dreams, about her grandfather's journey. It's her way of showing that behind every achievement is a deeper story, a legacy. Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw. Let's talk about Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw, the woman who went from brewing enzymes in a garage to leading one of Asia's biggest biotech companies. Her journey is nothing short of extraordinary. Back in 1978, Kiran started Biocon with just $120. That's right, barely enough for most people's monthly groceries. But while others scoffed, she rolled up her sleeves and got to work. The banks didn't believe in her. They refused to give her loans simply because she was a woman. And when she told people she was using beer yeast in her work, many laughed at her. But Kiran knew she was onto something. Fast forward to today, Biocon is the largest insulin producer in Asia. From that humble garage, the company has grown into a pharmaceutical powerhouse, with facilities even in Malaysia to meet global demand. But what sets Kiran apart isn't just the size of her empire, it's what she's doing with it. Now worth over $2.8 billion, Kiran's not just stacking wealth, she's on a mission. Her goal? To make healthcare more affordable for everyone, especially in countries where people can't easily access life-saving medicines. She's living proof that success doesn't have to come at the expense of compassion. She's faced setbacks, too. There was a time when Biocon had issues with product contamination. Many doubted the company. But instead of folding, Kiran invested in better technology and stricter quality checks. She came back stronger, and her resilience became part of Biocon's DNA. Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw didn't just build a company. She built hope for patients, for women, and future scientists. She may not be the richest woman in India, but her impact goes far beyond numbers. She walked into boardrooms where no one looked like her and came out a leader. And she's still going. Falguni Nayar. Falguni Nayar was already at the top of her game as an investment banker when she made a move that stunned everyone. She walked away from her successful career to start Nykaa, an online beauty store in 2012. At the time, e-commerce was still finding its feet in India, and most people thought she was taking a huge risk. But Falguni had a vision that others couldn't see yet. She understood where the market was headed. While many were still skeptical of shopping online, Falguni saw the future, and she bet big on it. With her sharp financial skills and a strong sense of what Indian consumers needed, she built Nykaa from the ground up. It wasn't just a shot in the dark. Falguni used her decades of experience to turn Nykaa into one of India's most trusted names in beauty and wellness. When the company went public in 2021, her wealth soared to an estimated $2.9 billion. But more than the numbers, it was what she achieved that captured everyone's attention. In a country where most shoppers want to see, touch, and try before they buy, Falguni made them trust a screen. She sold products like makeup and perfume online, things people once thought could never be sold without a physical store. And she pulled it off with style. Even more inspiring? She launched this journey after turning 50. In a world that often underestimates women past a certain age, Falguni proved that ambition doesn't fade with time, it matures. She didn't just start a business, she sparked a movement built on trust, tech, and transformation. Nykaa became more than a marketplace. It became a brand that shaped how millions of Indian women shop, express themselves, and feel beautiful. Falguni Nayar's story is a bold reminder that it's never too late to begin again, and not just to begin, but to lead. In a society quick to sideline older women, she's not following the path, she's creating it. Comment Falguni if you believe in the power of second acts. Smita Krishna Godrej. Smita Krishna Godrej owns a hefty 20% stake in the $5.2 billion Godrej Empire, a company that's been around longer than most family trees. We're talking about a business with 126 years of legacy, and Smita isn't just sitting pretty on that inheritance. She's making power moves that'll leave your jaw on the floor. You won't catch her flaunting it, though. While others might flash their fortune, Smita keeps things low-key, staying focused on the family business. She doesn't chase headlines, she plays the long game. And when it comes to business, the Godrej Group is anything but ordinary. From consumer goods to aerospace, they've got their hands in everything. Yes, the people behind your kitchen soap are also helping build parts for India's space program. She's currently worth around $3.9 billion, but you wouldn't know it by looking at her. Smita doesn't flash diamonds or chase limelight. She builds quietly, confidently, and with purpose. Her leadership proves something powerful. Old money doesn't have to sit still. With the right hands, it can move mountains and make waves. Renuka Jagtiani. Running a global retail empire isn't for the faint of heart, but Renuka Jagtiani makes it look effortless. As the chairwoman and CEO of Landmark Group, she's turned a modest family business into a $6 billion powerhouse that spans 21 countries. It all began with one small store in Bahrain. From those humble beginnings, Renuka has led an extraordinary expansion into fashion furniture, electronics, food, hospitality, and more. Whatever people need, Landmark probably sells it, and Renuka is the reason why. But don't mistake her for someone who inherited wealth and sat back. She's been steering this ship for more than 2 decades, making smart, strategic moves every step of the way. Under her leadership, Landmark Group didn't just grow, it exploded today. She's responsible for more than 55,000 employees. She's not only focused on what sells, but also on how the company can evolve. Renuka's big on diversification, always thinking ahead, always spotting opportunities. Whether it's retail or hospitality, she has a sharp instinct for what markets need, and she knows exactly how to deliver. Despite her success, Renuka isn't about chasing headlines or flaunting her billions. She's worth $4.8 billion, by the way. She prefers staying behind the scenes, letting her results speak louder than words. And while she builds her business empire, she's also giving back, deeply committed to community development and philanthropy. It's not just about growing a brand, it's about creating a legacy. Vinod Rai Gupta. Running a retail empire is tough. Now imagine keeping the lights on, literally, for millions of people. That's exactly what Vinod Gupta is doing. As the woman behind Havells India, one of the country's biggest electrical equipment companies, she's proven that quiet strength and fierce determination can light up more than just homes. They can light up a legacy. Her journey didn't begin with a grand plan to take over the power industry. It started with loss. When her husband, Chimot Rai Gupta, passed away, many expected the business to change hands. But Vinod had other plans. She stepped up and took the reins, determined to keep Havells not just running, but thriving. Now 79, she runs the business alongside her son, Anil Rai Gupta, and together they've turned Havells into a global name. The company isn't just producing wires and fans, it is manufacturing across 14 international plants and exporting to over 50 countries. That's not just business growth, that's a global footprint. And in a male-dominated industry, Vinod has stood her ground. She's not about making noise or chasing headlines, she's about results. Her leadership is proof that gender has nothing to do with grit and everything to do with capability. With a net worth of $5.7 billion, she could have retired long ago. But she's still at it. Building, expanding, leading. Havells isn't just a business to her, it's a mission. From the cables that power factories to the switches in your living room, chances are, something you've used today has Vinod Gupta's signature on it. Vinod Gupta took something built with her husband's dreams and made it bigger, stronger. She didn't just protect a legacy, she amplified it. Her leadership has helped Havells go from a respected Indian brand to a global force. Which of these powerful women surprised you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss another story about the world's most fascinating people. Thanks for watching.